So hello everyone, my name is Dhruv Kumar and today I would love to speak about any topic which is random. So actually I am doing an impromptu speech. This speech, the words which I speak now are completely raw and I am trying to improve my communication skills. So there could be ums and ahs in between my speech. There could be very flaws because I am learning. These are the steps. These are the part of learning. The mistakes I made throughout my journey of my public speaking. So whatever topic comes in mind, I will speak about it. From the next video onwards, I will pick from a lucky draw type system, like from a list of topics. I will close my eyes and pick one topic and speak about it. The thing I could see at this moment, or I could speak about, is a novel of Harry Potter. Actually, I used to I used to read this book a long time ago. I used to be a fan of Harry Potter series, so I would love to speak about it. I just thought of it now only. I have one more novel which I could speak about, but it was about Up from Slavery. I also read this one, but not I have not read this one completely. It was in mid. So the thing I could speak upon is Harry Potter, and you all know most of the fiction fiction lovers love this book. It is a very well-known book, so I would speak about it without hesitation. So the purpose of this speech is purely improving my confidence level and to improve my speech. And I will be focusing on the speaking aspects like the pauses and the tonality of the voice, but still, and the hand gestures. I am not perfect at it. I am very bad at it at the moment, but I will improve. So I will speak about Harry Potter. What actually Harry Potter is all about. So firstly, Harry Potter is a fiction book written by J.K. Rowling. You must have heard the name of the author. So in this series, there is a character, main character, which is named Harry Potter. Actually, he's a wizard he's a born wizard, but his upbringing, which is done in a Muggle house, and the Muggles are actually called the non-magic folk, the people which are not involved in any uh, in magic sort of things. Okay, so Harry Potter was upbringed by these people, and he was brought by his uncle and aunt, which were non-magic folks. So in this thing, in this the whole story is about Harry Potter, how uh, how his upbringing from its childhood to his teenage, and when he reaches 11 years old, so there is a letter which comes by through an owl by the headmaster of the uh, wizardry school, which is called the Hogwarts. So a mail comes through, and Harry Potter is being invited or accepted as a student for the Hogwarts School of Wizardry and Magic Craft. So it's the story all about this only. That what's the background story of the Harry Potter, what it is, why is his upbringing is being done in a Muggle house, and where is his parents. So it's all about that. So later in the story, what actually happens is Harry Potter get to know about his past. Actually, he's very famous in the wizardry world. So in the wizardry world, he is known by his scar. Actually, there is a N sort of sign on his forehead. So which signify um, actually he got survived from a brutal attack by the main villain of this Harry Potter series, which and he was named as Voldemort. Even people do not took his name, because by taking the Voldemort's name, you could make him appear at the present moment, because his power give him the location actually. I have observed that only. And actually it's he regains his power to the current moment whenever someone takes his name. It's a dark spell sort of thing. And so his actually Harry Potter's mother and father was killed by Voldemort when he was very young. Actually, he was 1 or 2 years old only when his mother was being murdered by this dark, uh, dark witchcraft and wizardry uh, person named Voldemort. And it's the story all about this, that how but what's the connection between Harry Potter's mother and father and actually between the Voldemort? And how does the scar came on his head? And why didn't he kill the boy Harry Potter? We got to know in the later books of this series. And it's very interesting how the wizardry world and the non-magic folk world, which was not involved in the this magic stuff, was joined together in a very suspicious way, that the people which were non-magic folk did not knew about it. So it is a very interesting story. In the journey, Harry Potter, when he goes to the Hogwarts school, he makes new friends. His prominent friends were two, and these were Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley. So most of the time in the series, he spends the time with these folks only, which were his best friends. And I would describe you about the other two friends because it is very crucial to know about them. So Ron Weasley was brought up in a magic folk family whose parents were not Muggle. They were magicians or wizards, I would say. A magician is not the correct word for this. So Ron Weasley, actually Weasleys are the caste which are not, they are not considered as upper caste. So you could consider them as lower caste in the wizardry world. So many times in the series you would notice that they are being taunted by their lower caste. So he becomes the friend of the first friend which he meets in the Hogwarts school, and actually he's a redhead boy, and he's not from a very rich family, okay, but the family which is of Ron is very kind-hearted for the Harry Potter also throughout the series. And actually Hermione Granger is the one of the main protagonists for this series. She is a very very skillful wizard. Actually, she is from a Muggle world, but she got to know about Hogwarts and got selected. And later in the series, she is very intelligent in terms of spell and how to use them in very critical situations, where even Harry Potter would never use them on the spot uh, in a very efficient manner, like Hermione used to do it. So it was a very roller coaster ride, kind of very moments in the whole series. You would love it. I advise you to first read the books, because then only you will, if you also see the movies, you will figure out that what things are missing in the movies, because everything is not shown in the series, in the movies of the book. So in the end, through uh, through various tactics and the various solutions, the Harry Potter finds about Voldemort and how to kill him is the whole crux of the story. How does Harry Potter kills the Voldemort? Because he's asked after him in each and every movie, and it is because when Voldemort tried to kill the parents of Harry Potter, he killed it very easily. it was not much difficult of an effort. But when he tried to kill Harry Potter, the mother of the Harry Potter casted a spell on Voldemort, and it acted like a shield shield spell for Harry Potter. So when Voldemort uses the death spell on Harry Potter, it reverted back and saved Harry Potter, but left with a scar sign on his forehead. But Voldemort's body was destroyed. But but because Voldemort was very intelligent, actually his body was destroyed. But before that, he could break his soul into 8 parts and stored it into different objects or things. So even if his body got destroyed in the future, he could get back a different body, but his soul will be always alive, even if his body is destroyed also. So in the later part of the story, Harry Potter founds all the things in which Voldemort has stored his soul, the divided soul, and destroyed all those things which he has his soul in it. So when he destroys all those objects, the only soul which is left, the part of the soul which is only left, was left in a snake. And when in the last part of the movie, when Harry Potter destroyed it, Voldemort also gets destroyed completely, along with his body, along with his soul, so he could not return back. There are actually seven books for this, and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2, it is shown as in movies. Actually it is a one book only, I consider that. But there is another book, which is the Cursed Child, Lost Cursed Child. It is an additional part to the series. I will talk you about. It is very interesting and very mind-boggling. I will speak on it later. I will tell you in a next video. And that's all for it today. And thank you. I might sound imperfect in this video, but thank you for listening. And hope you also try the things which you fear about. And have a nice day.